Hello guys, today we'll be solving a dynamic programming question which is predict the winner. And in this question we have given an array and two players, and player 1 will start the game, and on each turn a player can choose either the leftmost element or the rightmost element, and both the players will play optimally and they will maximize their sum. So we have to predict whether player 1 will win or not. So let's try to understand this question with an example. So let's consider this be an array, and player 1 will start the game, and he can choose either this element 1 or this element 2. If he chooses this one element, the remaining array becomes this, or if we choose 2, the remaining array becomes this. So if we choose 1, we can call a recursive function from 1 to 2, and if we choose 2, we will call a recursive function from 0 to 1. And why we are doing this negative? Because both the players are playing optimally. So both the players want to minimize the sum of their position. Okay. So if we get in the last a positive number, then we can say that player 1 is getting more sum than player 2. So player 1 will win. And if player 1 will get negative, then we will return false. So if we choose 1, then we will call a function from 1 to 2. And from 1 to 2, we have two options. Either we can choose 5 or we can choose 2. If we choose 5, then we will call a function from 2 to 2. And if we choose 2, then we will call a function from 1 to 1. And if starting index and ending index become equal, then we will return the element present at that index. So we will return 2. And from here we will return 5 minus 2, which is 3. And from here we will return 5, and then we will return 2 minus 5, which is minus 3. And at this point we have two options. Either we can choose this 3 or this minus 3. But as these elements or these values are coming from the opposite player, so we will choose the maximum value so that the current player sum will get reduced. So we will choose 3, and our player 1 sum will become 1 minus 3, which is minus 2. Okay. And in the right subtree, if we choose this 2, then our function becomes from 0 to 1, and from 0 to 1, if we choose 1, then our recursive function will call from 1 to 1. And if we choose 0, if we choose 1, then our recursive function will call from 0 to 0. And this function will return 5, and this will return 1 minus 5, which is minus 4, and this will return 1. So this function will return 5 minus 1, which is 4. And again at this point we have two options. Either we can choose minus 4 or we can choose 4, but we will choose the maximum of these two because we want to minimize the sum of the opposite player. Okay, so we will choose 4. So player 2 will give a value 4 to player 1. So the total sum at this point will become -2. So it will return -2. And we can see that from both the point we are getting negative value. So we can say that player 1 will not win. So we will return false. Okay. And if we get a positive value either from here or from here, then we will return true. So let's see the code of this question. So we will here we make a here we make an DP array, and we have call a function, and we have passed 2 index starting and ending, and this is our base case. If s become equals to e, then we simply return nums of s, or the value present at that index. And if our dp is already calculated, then we will simply return dp of s of e. We are having overlapping subproblems. Okay, so we have to use dp. So we have 2 options. If we choose the starting element of the array, then we will call a recursive function from s plus 1 to e, and if we choose the ending element, then we will call a function from s to e minus 1, and we will return maximum of a to b, and we will store maximum of a to b in dp, and if the return value is greater than 0, then we will return true, and if the return value is less than 0, then we will return false. Okay, so thanks for watching.